Hey guys, welcome to Grammar and Writing Lesson 42. Start with our vocabulary. We have two words that are spelled very similarly, but mean their meanings are nothing alike. The first one is costume. Costume. So do you hear that oo sound? Costume. That because we have the e on the end, that makes the u say its long sound. So we have costume. What is a costume? That is a style of dress that may be particular to a country, era, holiday, or group. So basically, it's a way of dressing yourself. It's your ropa, it's your clothes that reflect back to a particular country, an era. So that means a time, a year, a time in history, a holiday, or a group. For example, on Thanksgiving Day, some people were Pilgrim or Native American costumes. So that's showing that they are wearing something that belongs to a particular country or group, really, in this occasion. So it belongs to the group of the Pilgrims or the Native Americans. It's the clothing, the same kind of clothing that they would wear. So it's their costume. Okay, ready for the next one? Custom. Custom. So notice it has similar spelling, even a similar sound, but it's not quite the same. So you have cus, and then custom. What is a custom? That's a habit, an hábito, a maña. So it's a habit, a practice, or a usual way of doing something. That's the custom. Usually customs are old. It was the doctor's custom to visit his patients in the hospital before going to his office. So it's talking about something that he would normally do. It was his custom. All right, let's get some practice. Fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary word. Number one, the pirate's blank consisted of an eye patch and a black felt hat with crossbones in the front. All right, which word, custom or costume, would go with this? Number two, vacationing in the summer is a blank for many American families. Custom or costume? Scottish blank includes bagpipe music. Scottish custom or Scottish costume? And number four, Santa wears a red and white blank. Okay, let's check out the first sentence. The pirate's blank consisted of an eye patch and black felt hat with crossbones on the front. A pirate's costume. Costume, so what he's wearing. Number two, vacationing in the summer is a custom for many American families. It's a habit that they're used to doing. Scottish custom includes bagpipe music. So again, this is something that is common, so it would be a custom. And number four, Santa wears a red and white costume. So it's a way of dressing that is particular to him. Okay, moving on with correcting empty sentences. Well, first let's talk about what is an empty sentence. So an empty sentence is a weak sentence that does not provide useful details. So in your empty sentences in your writing, you're filling up space, you have words, but you're not really adding anything to your writing, nothing significant. So you don't want to include empty sentences in your writing, even if you want to have more words and more space. Nope, pick up something meaningful to say. One kind of empty sentence repeats earlier ideas without adding anything new. For example, Brady was a generous person. He was always giving to others. See in italics where it says he was always giving to others? That's the same idea as he was a generous person. When you are generous, that means you give things to other people. So you said basically twice that he gives things to other people. So the second sentence, even though it uses totally different words, it has the same exact meaning, so it's not necessary. It's an empty sentence. Another kind of empty sentence makes a claim that is not supported by fact, reason, or example. So this is a lot of times an example of this is when you have a superlative like, oh, that was the best or the worst or the most amazing. Even in my opinion, this happened. Okay, so it needs to be supported by fact, reason, or example. For example, Hinsdale is the best town in the country. Hinsdale is located in the southwestern corner of our state. Only 5,000 people live there, about half the number that live in nearby Topeka. You can reach Hinsdale from Topeka by taking I-95 south. Okay, most of this little paragraph is talking about where Hinsdale is, how many people are in Hinsdale. Hinsdale is the best town in the country. That's a superlative. That means it is, it's showing that it's the best, it's the most that it can be. That's the highest comparison word for best. That's an opinion. That is not really a fact, a reason, an example even. That doesn't count. So it's weak. It's empty. It also really doesn't even have anything to do with the rest of the paragraph. So that's an empty sentence. Okay, let's get some practice working with these empty sentences so you can recognize them and not use them in your own writing. So what you are going to be doing for your homework today is rewriting each sentence below so that it no longer contains an empty sentence. Eliminate repeated ideas and add any information that you think is necessary. So you're going to be rewriting it on that page. Take away any ideas that are said more than once, and then add any information that you think should be added to make the sentence clearer. For example, number 1, the weather forecaster predicted snow. She said there would be a snowstorm. She was wrong. Okay, if you look at this, what sentences repeat each other? What are the empty sentences? Well, you have the weather forecaster predicted snow, and she said there would be a snowstorm. That really is saying the same thing. The weather forecaster predicted snow means the weather forecaster said there would be a snowstorm. So that is your empty sentence, whichever one you choose, but they mean the same thing. So you want to rewrite this with only one of them. And you also want to include the she is wrong. So here's one idea. The weather forecaster predicted a snowstorm, but she was wrong. So we have it one time what she predicted, and then she was incorrect. Okay, number 2 we'll also do together. Summer is my favorite season because it is so much fun. Woo! Okay, summer is my favorite season because it is so much fun. Whoops, sorry, I just dropped my computer. I didn't drop my computer like on the floor or anything, but I have it propped up so that my voice will reach the speakers better, and it slipped from my hand and it fell on the plastic tub. So anyway, it's all good. Moving on. Summer is my favorite season because it is so much fun. This sentence is not actually supported by fact, particularly this part. It's okay to be stating your opinion in sentences. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but here, it is so much fun. How is it so much fun? That doesn't tell me anything. What about it? What was so fun? So you need to be less, the word in English is ambiguous, meaning you need to be more directa. You need to help me to understand exactly what you're talking about when you write. So summer is my favorite season because why? Summer is my favorite season because I love warm weather and outside sports. That's a lot better for a sentence, right? Because it shows why you love those things. Okay, so you just need to complete correcting fragments and run-ons. Wait a minute, Sorry. Okay. I forgot to update your homework here on this particular slide. What you are going to see is the correct homework because I'm going to fix it right now. But yeah, anyway, you'll see the correct homework. You won't see what I'm talking about, but I accidentally put the wrong homework on here. Anyway, you need to complete correcting empty sentences. I believe that is page 94, but I don't remember. So it's on your homework sheet. Complete correcting empty sentences. Okay, that is all for today. Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day.